One of the things we're hearing a lot about here at IDF, it's creating quite a buzz, is Intel RealSense. Jon Putnam is with us now to chat with us about what RealSense is and how this technology is being used. Jon, welcome into Tomorrow.
Thank you very much, Dave. I'm Jon Putnam. I'm with the RealSense team, and we're showing here Intel RealSense technology. Last year, this was called Intel Perceptual Computing, but at CES of this year, it was announced as Intel RealSense technology.
It's a much better name, I think.
Yeah. It uses a 3D camera that was developed by Intel. This is a peripheral version of that camera. These cameras will eventually be embedded into the bezels of all-in-ones, two-in-ones like the system over here, as well as ultrabooks and notebooks, and will be shipping from major OEMs by the end of this year and into Q1 of next year.
Okay, now before we get into what RealSense actually is, Hector, if you show all of a sudden on this monitor, you've somehow, or it has somehow outlined my face and my nose and my eyes. What's that about?
Well, some of the major things that Intel RealSense technology does, it allows you to create user interfaces beyond the mouse and keyboard for applications and games. And because of that, we support a number of things, including voice, which we're not showing here because of the ambient noise here. And it also supports background subtraction, augmented reality. Eventually will support 3D scanning and printing. But a couple of the things we are showing, which is part of the SDK, which will be shipping in the next few weeks here, we are showing hand tracking. For instance, here it is showing it'll track up to 2 different hands. It does various kinds of gestures like thumbs up, thumbs down, the V sign, about 8 different gestures. So those are all ways that you can create interesting, exciting applications for different kinds of games and applications that will come out, create UIs for those applications. Over here, what we're showing, it's recognizing Dave's face, and it's actually tracking 78 points on Dave's face. And Dave, it will show, this is alpha where we're showing here, so it's not quite there yet, but it's showing different kinds of levels of emotion, like sadness. You're very sad.
Because I just frowned and it picked up sadness, and then otherwise, even though when I'm smiling, though, it's saying I'm neutral. I'm really happy to talk to you.
But you can act, like I said, this is a little bit buggy because it's alphaware, but it will also show neutral, anger, joy, and sadness out of it. So
how do I get joy out of it? I'm making funny faces. It's not.
Get up close and do a real big smile, and it should.
All right, Hector, you ready for this? I'm going to try to produce joy. Yeah.
There you go, joy. See?
Look on the left, it says joy. Okay, now those listening on the radio, if you're driving right now, have no fear. IntoTomorrow.com, you'll see the video of Jon and Intel RealSense, so you get a better idea. And really, I guess it's up to just the creativity of whoever might be utilizing RealSense.
Like say, your creativity and your imagination are what limits your ability to use this technology. So we think it's, a lot of people have come up and said, this is really the neatest thing I've seen on the show floor. This is game changing. This is, really going to open up the ability to really use these devices. Intel has also shown, this is considered a user-facing camera, but we've also demonstrated a world-facing camera on a tablet, our CEO did, and we've shown that we're going to have an Android version of this also coming out by the end of the year too.
Very nice. So it could be something perhaps in future Android devices will have to have RealSense embedded, I guess.
Yes. I'm sure that tablet he showed did, as a matter of fact. So,
I mean, even with facial recognition, perhaps I can see applications for home security or business security. As somebody approaches, we know who they are and if they're angry or not.
It would be able to turn on the machine, for instance, when you walk up to the PC. I've had guys from money machine companies walk up and ask if you could use this to potentially control, a money machine.
ATM.
Say, Dave, how much money would you like? We're not really geared for the embedded market like that. We're really interested in consumer applications and games at this point. But some of the other things that we'll do are things like augmented reality, which we call digital storytelling, and we're not showing that here. But for instance, we show an application where a little girl opens a storybook, you aim the storybook at the camera, and a butterfly actually flies out and lands on the kid's hand. You know, stuff like, just fascinating stuff like that.
Really embed them in the story, and that makes it more fun.
Yeah, dragons that fly through the air and just stuff that you, whoa.
Stuff that happens, like our light dies on the camera. Well, you know, unfortunately, we still need batteries. Go figure. But hopefully we can still see Jon long enough to say that I can see that Intel RealSense is really going to make a big difference into tomorrow.
Tremendous amount of effort going into it, and I really think it's going to be a game-changing technology for future applications and games for consumers.
Terrific. Well, Jon, thank you for spending a couple of minutes with us here at your very busy exhibit, and it's no doubt we're able to see all kinds of cool things. And of course, you're showing to developers here at IDF their software developer kits where their imagination can take off.
Right. We like to say that this is a huge opportunity for developers because of the available market that all of these shipping systems will open up for developers and will be a big opportunity for them to create games and applications which a lot of people can then enjoy and use and, you know, frankly, really get a handle around the PC that has really gone, as I said, beyond the mouse and keyboard that we've traditionally used for the last, 30, 40 years. So,
well, you're excited about it, and that makes us excited about it. We appreciate that. Of course, visit Intel.com and look for RealSense. That's very cool technology. You'll certainly be hearing us talk a lot more about on Into Tomorrow in the next year or so. So stay tuned. Meantime, visit us at IntoTomorrow.com for links to all of our guest sites and, of course, interviews with all of the folks here at IDF. You'll be able to see the videos as well as the 3-hour radio show. Don't miss a minute of it. We're back with more from San Francisco. I'm Dave Graveline on the Advanced Media Network.